And this is one of the best questions, I think, to ask yourself when faced with a decision, which is, what would you tomorrow want you today to do? And this is something I've relied on for years to help me get perspective, make better choices. And the reason it's so effective, I think, is it rips you out of the present moment. It stops you from relying so heavily on the confused chemical signals coming from your body. Instead, it gives you a bit more distance. It depersonalizes the decision, helps you treat yourself like a friend you're responsible for helping. When he said, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems, everybody started optimizing for inputs only. And I don't think this is what he meant, but everybody started optimizing just for inputs. I sat at my desk for 8 hours. I spent 2 hours drafting outreach messages. I went to the gym 5 times this week. Inputs are noble. Feel like you're working hard. I've got a sense that there are 3 levels of productivity: inputs, outputs, and outcomes. Most people stop at the first 2 and then wonder why nothing in their life actually changes. So, inputs are effort applied. I sat at my desk for 8 hours. I spent 2 hours drafting an outreach message. I went to the gym 5 times this week. Inputs feel noble. They prove that you're working hard, but effort without direction just burns calories. Busy people count hours and actions. Effective people count impact. If you measure inputs, you'll get good at trying. If you measure outputs, you'll get good at producing. But if you measure outcomes, you'll get good at winning. So stop keeping score with time and activity and start asking the one fucking question after everything you do: did this actually move me closer to my goals? And if it didn't, doesn't matter how long it took or how much you got done, it wasn't progress. These are outcomes. So if inputs are effort applied and outputs are work done, outcomes are real world results. So I closed 3 new clients. Not I sent 50 emails, and certainly not I sat at my desk for 8 hours. The new training plan added 20 pounds to my bench press. Not I completed my programmed workouts, or I went to the gym 5 times this week. My latest article doubled our inbound leads, right? You get where I'm going. Even the practice in this regard, it gets a bit squirrely because you're so far detached from the outcome. But like, why are you doing strength and conditioning training in the preseason if you're an athlete? Well, it's to reduce your injury risk or to increase your speed. But even that isn't true. It's to win the fucking game. Like, it's so that you win more games. Okay, what actually happened? What were the real world results of me doing this? And the further that you get away from the genesis of your effort and the outcome that that effort generates, the harder it is to draw that line and the more that you're going to fight with it. What would you tomorrow want you today to do? Pretty bulletproof, but difficult, right? Very difficult to do because it gives you pretty much nowhere to hide. There's essentially nowhere to hide at all. And when you do make bad decisions, it's on you. That is just a direct path toward misery. That sounds like hell. It's a guaranteed way to make decisions that you're going to have to not only live with the consequences of, but for even longer than that, you're going to have to live with the story that you tell yourself about being the kind of person who made that sort of decision. And again, especially if you are a introspective, reflective, ruminative sort of person who's going to think about the things that you do and tell yourself a story about what that means, you need to be very, very careful about what you invest into that future story of you. Decisions are not being made for you now. They're being made for you in 24 hours and 24 days and 24 months. You can see our decisions are investments that we make into our future. And the more ruminative and deep of a thinker that you are, the more you need to make decisions for your future self, not yourself right now.